Good morning, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
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 Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon
and me, Banshee. Welcome to our happy hour.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome to the happy hour where we give a single card, draw a message from spirit that's motivational, inspirational, to just make you feel better. Because, you know, life has been hard lately. A lot of ways. Climate, COVID, just politics, everything going on. So we all need a break.
I got nothing. No, it's true. And we appreciate you all coming here. So don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to get started right away with a collective reading.
Yes. I'm going to use today the Tarot of Affirmations for our collective reading. And for today, that's what I've decided, because it'll give us some nice affirmations to get us in the mood.
Absolutely. Hello there. He comes up on this
We
side
just
now.
got done. Oh my gosh, busy morning. We had to run out and cat sit again for two adorable cats whose owners are on vacation. They're coming back later tonight, so we'll have to make one more trip to check on them, and our job is done. Mm-hmm. But it's been a fun job.
And it's a real cool connection because their kittens were born to my mom's cat, and so that's like my son's grandmother and my granddaughter's great-grandmother. So we're keeping it all in the family.
Okay, Mr. O, pick.
Mr. O will. And these are always upright, right?
Well, yes.
Oh, of course. And we have the Six of Wands.
Victory!
I am achievement. I take pride in success made possible by hard work and discipline. I am leadership, willing to open myself to approval or criticism by others.
I am clear communication. I pass on my ideas in ways that inspire others. I am the growing of self-confidence and flexibility that comes from testing new ideas.
I am the power. Oh, I love those words. I've heard them a long time ago. That results from cooperation and united effort. And it's clearly in the picture there. Although one person is clearly riding to victory, you can tell that he had the support and cooperation of a number of others. So keep that in mind.
Right. Well, you know, people, it seems as though people, I'm not taking away from anybody's talents, clearly, people excel, but usually they don't get to the top on their own. There is help along the way.
Absolutely.
So we recognize that.
So that was our affirmative reading for the collective.
And we're going to move on with our readings for everyone else.
Already.
So today, one more time, because I do mix it up a little bit on this show as well, but we're going to today use the Light Seers Tarot again. That was very nice to use in our last show. And as always, in the happy hour, and remember that cards aren't always happy just because they are upright, but we've decided to read them all in the upright position and give you the positive outlook on all of the cards. Because even in the midst of darkness, there is light.
No.
No. I see what you're doing there, Sonny. You just stay right there.
You cannot pass. And that, if you don't know, is our resident kitty mascot, Sunman. I'm going to just do a quick kitty cam on him over there. He always wants to come over towards my
side. Hi, Lizzie Love.
side.
Welcome to our happy hour. So we're doing single card messages from Spirit today, motivational, inspirational, and we will add you to the list.
And it's not a great list, so we should be able to get through everybody.
Also, for anybody new here, let's give our schedule for when we're doing our regular live streams where we give a bit longer readings for everybody.
Right, and those are Thursdays 7 to 9 and Sundays 2 to 4. So it's 2 hours. We do more of a general kind of reading for you, several cards, and we can answer perhaps more specific questions.
Right, you get the good, the bad, and the ugly on those live streams. It's all laid out. But today, it's all about happiness, motivation, and inspiration.
Alrighty, so my turn to shuffle.
Yes, it is. All right, so I'm going to go over the list while he is shuffling. Our first reading is for Libra Cusp. And then we have Lena, Mama T, Bonita, Mama L, Cele, and Lizzie has joined us.
Alrighty.
Hope everybody's had their happy cup of coffee or tea this morning.
I got
or
mine.
Juice. Libra Cusp, your message from Spirit is the Five of Cups. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about here. So, Spirit wants to remind you, in no uncertain terms that, you know what? You still have a lot of things, a lot of opportunities available to you that you may not realize. So Spirit is just telling you right now to open your eyes and open your heart to the possibilities as opposed to the things that have brought you disappointment.
Five of Cups always presents that idea that not all is gone and wants you to reflect on that. And so the Spirit's message is saying, no matter where you think you are, it is not the end. And most of the fives sort of have these kind of ideas that there's a real this or that kind of thing about them, But from the point of view of this is about emotions, this could really be just saying, anchor yourself in your emotions. They're valid, but work with them because maybe they will help you see all that you do need to appreciate.
Right. I'm just trying to look at this image on these cards. These cards have some very interesting images. And, I think the person in the card is looking deep, Maybe you can look at that hole here as a black hole if you want to, or you can look at this hole as a well that's filled with infinite possibilities, because out of the darkness comes birth, seeds grow underground in the dark. And so I feel that is the message here.
There's a snake coming out of the well there, or it appears to be encircling it. And of course, snakes have a number of different ideas in our culture, but mostly I take inspiration from the fact that snakes sort of represent an infinity loop, because a lot of times in mystical pictures, they're shown biting their own tail, creating a circle, or sometimes they're in a figure eight, which is also an infinity loop. So the message here is that some things may always be with you, but if you go deep enough, you should be able to figure out and understand and decide where you best need to go.
Hey, that's what we have for you, Libra Cusp. Thanks as always for joining us.
Happy Saturday and happy holiday weekend, Libra.
Hey, okay, Lena, you are up.
Hi, Lena.
Let's see what we have for you. Why don't you shuffle first?
Okay. So our general reading, message of positive spirit for Lena. And thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Now, for some of you who have watched Mr. O's Material Matters show... Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges show may have noticed a change in format there. My show is going to remain the same for the time being, but we definitely want feedback on what Mr. O is doing, because if people like that format better, I may change my Material Matters to that format. But for now, I'm going to keep it as it is, and my show will be on tomorrow at 10 a.m.
So after this reading, I will discuss that a little bit more so you can understand that. But I was really impressed because I got maybe twice as many views this
Yeah, a
week.
lot more followers. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. They're not always happy cards, but there is a happy message here somewhere. The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is upright in this case. And it's kind of like, you know what? This is a time Spirit is telling you, Lena, to, to take a look at the things that have made you, what has brought you fear in your life, and to recognize that what it is for what they are. They're only fears. They're not real. And so that is, I think, the message from Spirit in this card for you. They're trying to tell you that the things that you may fear right now, or that you worry about, or may be anxious about, they're not real. You can overcome them through right thinking.
Spirit says that, yes, maybe the time has come for you to not submerge yourself in your worries or your fears, but to look above, look beyond, look through, because the crows, the ravens, whatever those birds are, they generally mean wisdom. And so wisdom, insight into, your situations will help you understand where you can balance fears or, emotional downturns in your thoughts. It's really about seeking your own form of flight in a way, to fly above all of those situations. And you can see that there is sort of in that corner a spirit raven or crow, the idea that really there's a touch coming to you too, perhaps, of inspiration. And look what our friend has done.
Yeah, I see. He's found his way. So the thing I would say, and it's interesting you bring that up, Mr. O, because I look at the amount of black birds here, and then look at the amount, there's just one white ghostly bird here. And I think what it's indicating, Lena, is that, sometimes we allow ourselves to be overwhelmed by the dark. And, we need to let that light back in. And Spirit is saying this is the time the light is returning. Sometimes it's a slower process, but rest assured that the light is returning again. And, you won't fear it anymore. You won't fear the dark anymore. So congrats on that.
And
awesome
you're welcome,
message.
Libra. And I think because he really wants it so much, I'm just going to give us a sunny cam here.
Okay.
Because he found his way into my lap, literally. Hello there, Sun Man. Mwah.
Okay, so Mama T is up, and after Mama T is Benita, Mama L, Sile, and Lizzie. Well, that's a tough question for today, Sile, because we're just doing these single card messages from Spirit. You may want to hold that one for the next show. But we could see if anything has come up on that. We could try it.
Yeah, we can give it a try.
All right.
Okay, so Mama T, we are doing that's the Sun Man.
It's our sunny boy. He just cannot stand not being front and center with the camera. Even though I give him all this attention on my side here. So he's found a way to usurp
I even put the table here thinking it could keep him from jumping up.
And he jumped on it, didn't he?
Because the last couple of sessions, he comes up right on the side here and he actually paws at me, something he doesn't usually do. He's just demanding our attention is what it comes down to. Aren't you? You are demanding attention.
Here you go, Mr. O. Sunny is a sunny cat. He is a very happy cat. He is so lovey-dovey and just a sweetheart. All our cats have different personalities, but I will say one thing. They're all very, very loyal and love us. They're very loving cats in their own ways. Shadow, I think of there. Say that. All right. Okay, Mama T.
Here's your positive message today.
Yay! It's the Page of Pentacles upright. I could be wrong, but I seem to remember either the Page or the Knight of Pentacles, something Pentacle in one of your recent readings, and it may have been reversed. But of course, we're reading in the upright today, so I think what this is saying The message from Spirit is Spirit has good news for you. Spirit feels you are on the right track to get your material and financial affairs and life in order. There may actually be some good news soon to back that up.
Right. I think Spirit is saying stay very focused and stay with your projects or with your goals here. The Page of Pentacles really talks about somebody who is like a laser beam focused, you know. And it's kind of funny because it's not really light energy, it's that earth energy, but it's that determination of earth, you know. And when you think about it, there are some things that earth can never undo or whatever, you know, that is. It's just the idea that that rock, that foundation. I mean, we're talking about foundation. Work on your foundation, Mama T, and things will move around for you. And I sort of see the Page of Pentacles there as holding another version of the Wheel of Fortune. So I think that's coming for you too eventually.
Oh, that's cool. Interesting observation there. And you know, the other thing, it is a page, Mama T, so I feel like it might be indicating that this is, maybe there's something you've been thinking about working on, you know, whether it's with your crafts or your, you know, your jewelry making. There's something that maybe you've been thinking of, and maybe you're going to start working on something new. So that's a possibility as well. Whatever the case may be, this card is definitely positive in regards to your material well-being. Something positive is coming your way. Woohoo! I like it.
So that's what we have, Mama T. Namaste. Have a great day.
Hey, Bonita, we are on you right now. And yeah, we could do that, Celia. It might be better to do it that way today and see what we get. She's maybe just a love reading instead.
And then if you come back another time, we can tackle the other question.
I think you shuffle first so I can cut this time. Hey, you're very welcome. Good message, Mama T.
Good message. Hope you and Rick are doing fine. Sorry about that.
It's okay, Mr. O.
I think we should have a show about how often I drop cards and whether there's something going on with that. Oh, and yes, for the emotional exchanges, I changed my format. I used to do the readings for all of the air signs, all the water signs, all the fire signs, but now I'm doing a one card for each sign. And I go through the entire set of the zodiac with that one card.
And so it's more general, and it is not your spread, because you also had a spread.
Right, I had a spread I was using that had factors, but I'm just doing this as a one card. So I want to see how that resonates with people. It looks like it resonated kind of good, so I may try it again this next week.
I may do it, but I kind of like my spread right now, so we will see. But of course, I seems like there's not a lot of viewership for my show either, so I may switch it up. People may appreciate a more one card for their specific sign because they feel more connected with that. I'll see. And maybe I'll just do it as an experiment one day.
Well, that's kind of what I ended up doing here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so this is...
Bonita.
Bonita. Okay, Bonita. So this is your one card of Spirit Message. And you have the Seven of Swords. And I'm going to suggest that that says that the things you want are favored by the intelligence and cleverness that you can bring to a situation. And so therefore, if there's any particular goal that's been eluding you or any particular problem that you are searching for an answer or way to work around that, because it may be that kind of thing, not to solve the problem so much, but just sort of work around those energies towards what your goal actually is. This card is suggesting that maybe you will find that ability to do that.
Well, you know what, Bonita, the Seven of Swords can be complicated like the Five of Swords. They're a little bit challenging cards. But in this case, you know, it's often hard. He's got a knife in hand. He's running away with stuff that he's obviously, it could indicate that he has stolen them. But really, I think also there's a real important aspect with this card that gets overlooked sometimes. And that is, we don't really know what this person's motives are in this card. And when the card is upright, I feel it's saying that sometimes we have to do something that may appear on the surface either as being unethical or just not right, but we're doing it for a greater good. Sometimes we have to do things that may appear to others to be a little sneaky, a little subterfuge, but it's because we have to protect our own interests. And Spirit is just trying to tell you this is one of those times where you need to stand up for yourself and that you have that capability of doing it. So use some cleverness, use a little sneakiness to navigate through some challenging situations that you might be facing right now.
Another thing I would say, Benita, is that right in the forefront of the card is the cawing crow or raven.
Yes.
And I would suggest, too, that this is saying that in terms of that cleverness or that more logical approach to things, don't totally lose sight of instinct, because that's what the bird implies to me, is that there is a sense of instinct that isn't necessarily related to logical things. On the other hand, crows and ravens are considered to be quite intelligent birds, whether they work from instinct or not.
And I also feel like that this card really plays into the idea of, I'm not going to say social unrest, but political protest or, protest, because this is a card to me that could indicate challenging authority of some sort.
That's true.
Challenging authority could be anywhere. In the workplace where there are unfair work practices, in communities or societies where, people are being marginalized. So this may be a time for you to get involved, Spirit is saying, in a cause that you truly believe in. Perhaps Spirit is giving you a little nudge that way.
All right.
So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Okay, Mama Lizzie, I believe it. Mama Luna.
All right,
you
Mama
are
Luna.
up, and then Celie, and then Lizzie. Whoops.
Right. Okay, so Mama Luna, we're going to give you your reading.
Oh,
I'm just saying that.
I'm just trying to think if you shuffle first.
And you're welcome, Benita. No, I did last time. Thank you for
remembering.
coming for the reading, too.
Hey, you're welcome, Benita.
So yes, like I mentioned, we have all kinds of other programs. Banshee Show is on Sunday mornings. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Once a month we do a modality reading, which is our unique astrological tarot reading that looks at your modality energies rather than your elemental associations. And there's all kinds of other stuff. So check out our YouTube channel when you have a chance. We have thousands of hours of programming. A lot of it is just our live shows or the weekly shows, but we also have some special unboxings, some meditations, and various other things, and we're always going to be putting in more.
Yeah, we're really overdue to do some predictions soon, so stay tuned for that. That's bound to happen sooner or later once things settle down. And also, I want to make a little announcement about happy hour right now. We have it scheduled for 10 a.m. Sundays, and we're going to stick with that. Saturdays. Sorry. But the thing is that right now we're having some family issues going on. Mr. O's mom is having some health issues, and we may have to disrupt our schedule, maybe even our Sunday live stream, if Mr. O has to go to drive up north to see his mother. So we will keep you posted on that.
Right. Well,
that's why if you subscribe, you'll know when we go live and
because there's a notification you can trigger. Alrighty,
so Mama L. Okay.
Mama Luna. This one's for you, Mama Luna. All right.
Nice one for you.
Ooh,
we have strength. And Spirit is saying that, you really are in your power right now. This is a very powerful time for you. But how do you use that power is what's going to count here. And if you notice here, she's kind of got that half and half look here. She's part lion and part human. And there is the lamb. And I feel that it is saying, sometimes we have to temper our power, and how we project to others. It's great to be strong, but don't come off as being too strong and arrogant. And I feel with this card, you have that right balance, Spirit is saying of knowing when you need to apply pressure and when you need to back off.
And there's a sense very much, especially with this interpretation, of gentleness and the idea that sometimes we can move greater mountains with the compassion in our heart and the wisdom of our understanding, no matter what that is, rather than just trying to push things to our conclusion. A lot of times when we see people who have to force something to be, they're not really happy. You can see it. They act like they're happy because they got their way, but that only just fuels them up for another escapade like that. So think of gentleness, think of compassion, think of each of us as a human being worthy of respect.
Right, and I like what Mr. O said there, and I really feel that what this might be saying is that, your compassion could really make a difference in someone, or maybe more than someone, others' lives right now. So show compassion, show empathy, but remember, this is also just saying don't be taken advantage of. Don't allow yourself to be taken advantage of because of your empathic and compassionate nature. But I do feel that maybe Spirit is saying this is a time to show compassion and empathy to somebody in your life right now.
And you know what? When they mock you, just say, bah!
So that's what we have for you, Mama L. I really hope that helped. Mama Luna, I hope that helped you. Gave you a
Thanks
little motivation and enthusiasm. Okay, Sile, let's see what maybe there's a message here for you in love.
All right.
And it's your turn to shuffle first.
Okay. So we are happy we are moving towards the fall. We're going to be looking at various kinds of programming that we can do, especially with Halloween coming up, things like that. But also, too, we hope to eventually get back to maybe some giveaways, some prizes, some things to generate a little excitement here. So watch for that. Certainly by Christmas time.
Well, definitely by then, maybe even October, our anniversary months are coming up.
Oh, that's right.
And they're big ones this year. So
yes.
We're celebrating our 45th anniversary of our first date at the beginning of October. And we're celebrating our 40th year of marriage in November, as well as Mr. O's birthday.
66.
Woo.
But speaking of the anniversary of our first date, a couple years ago, we did, somewhere in our first year, we did a recreation of sorts of our first date, mostly using Barbie dolls and action figures. But it was meant to sort of imply the wackiness of our first date. We may share that story again, so watch for it. It was pretty odd. Thank you.
All right. Okay, this is for Sile. Let's see what's going on. Wow.
7 of Cups.
It's a 7 of Cups.
I don't remember the details of the first question that you asked before we...
That's okay. We're just doing kind of...
I know that. I just sort of wonder if there's a relationship here. But this cup says to me that maybe in matters romantic or emotional, love, you may have choices. You may have choices. And it's not necessarily between suitors or persons to be companions or, whatever. It could be about other things, too, that are related to that spectrum of love and romance.
Like what?
Like what? Well, where do we go for our date?
Oh,
Italian
I see.
or Chinese?
I see.
No, I didn't mean that. I'm being facetious. But I just sort of feel that the card often talks about choices you can make or things that you've been thinking about, and whether or not you can actually choose that. Maybe that's not exactly represented here. It may be representing the idea, of course, that there is a lot for you to consider in romance or love. That maybe it's not so much that there are different people, but there are certain qualities you are attracted to, and they may not all be in one package.
Wow, Celine, so many cups, so little time. It looks like this person is pondering, where to go, what to do, who to pick. Also maybe Spirit is saying, do you really understand and are looking for the person who has the qualities that you are looking for in a relationship? What are they? Spirit is saying this is a time to define what you really want and what you're really looking for. And Spirit is saying don't just settle, Spirit wants you to be happy. And because this is happy hour after all. And I feel that Spirit is saying for you to be happy, you have to make sure you are making sure that compatibility is important. Sharing the same ideals and goals and dreams and visions with your partner are very important here. So Spirit is saying take some time. Take some time to really explore what you really are looking for.
I appreciate you reprinting that, because I do sort of feel that this does add a context over that, and that maybe it's that this is either of you looking at him and trying to decide where he put his strengths at, his qualities. And by the way, Banshee, your interpretation was a lot better than mine. I just want to say that. I really liked what you said. But this could also be, you wondering too about where, or him too wondering about what, I'm sorry, I said that wrong, but this could be either of you, because maybe both of you are thinking about, some of those kind of ideas there about where to invest your growth in. More so maybe for you than him.
Yeah, but I would agree. So this is very positive to me. The Seven of Cups is never negative either way, in my opinion.
No.
It's all about options. It's all about choices. It's all about dreams and goals and desires. And so it's a matter of where you're going to focus. And in a situation where you're talking about love and partners, are your focuses compatible with one another? And where are you compatible with one another? So Spirit is trying to say also to you, I feel, is look at where you guys are compatible and take the growth from there.
Well, I think that because you say that you have actually broken up with him and that this is really related to just possibly love in general, I think this could also be saying too that you really need to savor the experience of thinking of these choices, these patterns, these growth opportunities. This is a central card no matter how you look at it. And the quality I feel is sort of like savoring that experience, letting yourself be overwhelmed by what these different things mean, the sensuality here, the less sensuality there, all of that kind of stuff.
Well, and interestingly enough, I feel like here is the other thing is that don't look at failure in relationships as a negative. Look at it for what it really is. It's showing you what you truly want and need and expect from a relationship. And so, don't look at these as, possibly opportunities that do not pan out, because we learn and grow from all of this, Yeah, we can feel bad. Some relationships can really put us through the ringer, but all in all, they're growthful experiences.
Good takeaway.
And that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
All right, Celie.
Hey, Lizzie. Okay, we are up with you right now. I know. 45 years. Crazy, huh?
You're welcome.
Well, it took us 5 years to tie the knot, but you know what? It was time well spent.
Well, yeah, and actually, somewhere in that 5 years range was, let's live together. So we did.
Well, and also in that 5 year range, we had split for a little bit.
Yeah, it was
Just
like
a
7 or 8
brief-
months.
Yeah,
It wasn't very long.
maybe not even that. That's not with, that was not in the... And in the marriage, we had a slight separation for a while. So,
They were both in that 7 or 8 month range, I thought.
marriages are a work in progress. So you never, it's never all happy joy. But, some marriages make it and some don't. We just hung in there for the long haul.
So for more general questions that are not related to the positive spirit, come back for one of our regular stream schedules. They're on the screen right now. Thursdays 2 to 9 or Sundays 2 to 4. That's tomorrow. So check us out. We will be here tomorrow for the wonderful holiday weekend. And
I don't know if you were supposed to shuffle first. I'm sorry.
I did last time.
Oh, okay. You are welcome, Sile. Good to see you back. Okay, so we have Lizzie and Angel Mary.
Right.
And we're doing Lizzie right now. Whoa.
Okay, Lizzie, this is a positive message for you. It's the High Priestess upright. And I think the High Priestess, the message from Spirit is to always value your inner wisdom, and that to remember that sometimes it's better not to speak first without anchoring yourself in what that wisdom might be when you're speaking on those matters. I mean, I'm not just saying never speak, but obviously you want to retain your sense of control of the situation, and that means knowing what to say and when. It really is more about, your inner wisdom and how you also can choose to share that as appropriate, because I think that's another thing that Spirit says, is that what you can share is not necessarily for everyone. And so if there are opportunities to share this wisdom, do it wisely as well.
I think Spirit is saying that this is a period right now where you are very in tune with that inner wisdom, and that truly this is a time that if your gut is telling you something positive or negative, follow your hunches, follow your gut. You have a direct line right now, a connection with your inner self and your inner wisdom. And also maybe beyond that, there's messages coming to you. I think this is an energy flow either way, coming and going. This is a really great time for you to connect with Spirit. So maybe do a little bit more meditative work, or some work that connects you more with your sense of the divine. Do more prayer, do more meditation. It would serve you well at this point in time.
The High Priestess is one of a number of cards that represents the key quality of duality, and the idea that, there is subconscious and conscious, there's male and female, there's all these dichotomies. The High Priestess is kind of the one who sits in the middle, the person who actually can unite these concepts or these energies or essences. Hi,
Hey,
YOLO.
We'll get you on the list. It's very short now.
So I think that too is what the High Priestess message from Spirit is for you too, is to stand between things too and register what is necessary at that necessary time.
Right. So this is really a great time to, do some inner work, most definitely too. So positive card. We've had the two major arcana cards we've had have been very nice powerhouse cards today. All right. So that's what we have for you, Lizzie. Hey, good luck with that. Use that connection to your advantage. Oh, right. Well, while he's gone, I will keep talking. And I can't remember if I shuffled first. I think I may have, but we'll catch him when he gets back. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend. You know, it's been a very difficult time right now for a lot of people because of the climate issues and, you know, in the U.S. we've got fires in the West, we've got hurricanes damage in the South and on the East Coast. And seriously, hard to find that happiness right now. But hopefully, and you're very welcome, Lizzie, hopefully everybody can find a reason to celebrate. You know, take some time to celebrate life. You know, there are things in your life that are positive. Don't lose sight of that. Don't lose sight of that, particularly during these difficult times we face right now.
You're welcome, Lizzie.
You shuffle first this time?
We're on a new reading, right?
Yeah.
I think it's your turn this time.
All right.
Yes.
I wasn't sure. I was shuffling.
And so that means we're on Angel
more.
Mary then?
Yes.
Alrighty. Hi, Angel.
All right. Here you go.
Alrighty. I love coffee, but it
Runs
works
through you?
It runs through me. No more need be said.
Old people problems.
Yeah, 45.
I wish that was an age and not our relationship number. But alas. All right. Okay, Angel Mary. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Hey there. There's the Ace of Swords. You know, Spirit is sending you a message of be ready to receive, you know, some honor, some victory, some move forward. This is a time for forward movement in a positive direction.
Spirit says you should kind of seize the matter by the hand and go for it. Spirit says that whatever your goals are, especially those that are the most ambitious, there's probably good news for you to pursue them. You have energy and you have direction.
This could be the beginning of a really great, successful time for you in whatever it is you are currently working on, whatever your goals or dreams are. You know, these things are not just going to drop out of the sky. This victory is coming to you because you are ready to receive it. You have done some work that has set you on this course, whether you realize it or not, whether it's internal work you needed to do or whether it is physical work you needed to do.
The card says something great, something fortuitous is about to begin, and Spirit wants you to take the lead there.
Take charge and run with it. Yay!
Yay for you, Angel.
I like it. Not much more needs to be said on that one. It just looks like the start of something really positive that ends in success. It's the beginning of success. It's kind of like, to me, that ace is kind of funny because the aces are beginnings. But to me, it's kind of a beginning and an ending, all wrapped in one somehow, you know? That's just the way I feel about that ace.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, it does really sort of say something's accomplished or is meant to be accomplished, so I guess I get that, yeah.
All right. You shuffle first.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you.
You shuffle first for YOLO.
Alrighty.
I was going to grab them, wasn't I?
You can't wait. YOLO, this one is for you.
It's the same.
Whoa. Maybe
No,
we'll have
I
to
mean
pull the
from
bottom
before,
card
from
for YOLO.
before.
I know, I saw it. Maybe we'll have to pull the bottom card for you too, YOLO.
Well, this is interesting that this card has come up again.
Oh, I haven't.
This card is often a challenging card, but there are positive elements to this card that we emphasize here in the happy hour. And I feel as though this person here who looks like maybe he's confronting something or
Covert.
doing something covert. Well, that's exactly right. Spirit is saying this is not a time to be open about your plans or what your ideas are. It's a time to be more subtle about your approach. Maybe even a little bit sneaky. You know, so this kind of ties into what we said before for the previous reading where this came up. But you got to be a little bit sneaky.
Well, you know, YOLO, one person's sneaky is another person's clever.
Yes.
Yes.
We know.
So, and I always feel clever when I pull this card. I feel like this is somebody who wants to be clever because they realize there are consequences or contrary feelings about your goals. That doesn't mean that your goals or your aspirations are wrong, but it just means that there is resistance to some of that. And to accomplish some of the things that you wish to accomplish, you may have to be a little bit below the radar.
Right. You know, in other words, don't give your plans too soon because, like, for example, let's say in marketing and advertising and stuff, you know, people steal people's ideas. And so, like, sometimes it's good to keep your cards close to your chest, not to give too much away. So, for example, let's say you have feelings for someone right now. Is it a good time to let them know how you feel? Maybe not. Maybe keep those cards close to your chest, and Spirit is saying to just observe things for now and where things are going. And another part of this card that I'm going to say is that maybe this is a call to action right now, that, you know, you are being called upon by Spirit to help someone out who may need your support. This could be an organization. This could be a cause you believe in. This is a time to challenge the status quo of things. If things seem unfair, if, you know, maybe about a protest about unfair, like I've said in the previous reading, you may not have been here for, unfair labor practices or unfairness in society or, you know, with marginalized groups of people, you might be feeling a call or an urge to join some organization and help out right now. And Spirit encourages you to do so.
And YOLO, you usually almost always ask us to pull the bottom card, so I have anticipated that.
Interesting, and it's another challenging card in a sword. So, what does that mean, Mr. O? I feel in this case it means that, yes, maybe you are being called upon to make somebody's life better in some way.
It could also be saying, too, that this is a time for you to pull away from others because maybe there is a sense of pain here that you do need to work on for yourself to work around the message of this one, the covert things here. It may be that this is the kind of thing you can't really talk to about most other people, and it really does need to be kept more to yourself. But what it also says, I think, too, is that you need to apply all your energies towards healing, and maybe it comes unconventionally or without notice by others.
Well, this is the happy hour, and we have the Three of Swords, and I just feel that what it's saying is that in order to possibly maybe even heal yourself in some way, Spirit says, yes, you have to be clever or unconventional about it, but maybe also it is a time to immerse yourself in helping others in some way. You know, if there's some voluntary activities that you could take on, you know, maybe this is the time to do it, to do things and heal your heart in subtle, clever ways by maybe giving back to others is one way in order to do so. So, because when we see this card, I read one of the takes I've read on this card really stood out to me. when I read it. And it's basically, this could be a person who is like Robin Hood, who robs from the rich and gives to the poor. So that's why I'm saying this might be a time to give back to someone, because in the process of that, you enrich yourself. Sometimes you just have to do things like that in order to heal your own heart.
An outside thought occurs to me that this could be about you specifically within a certain situation, and that maybe this is saying, too, that you have learned how to forgive somebody as well.
Awesome.
And,
yes.
Yeah.
That's very tied into the Three of Swords.
Yeah. And so that forgiveness also forgives you, heals you as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you, YOLO.
Thank you, YOLO. So that was a good reading for you. And we always end the show by doing cards for ourselves. So
Yay.
time to do that, Mr. O. Do you want to? I'll go first.
All right.
I'll go first. Well, actually, you know what we usually do is I let you shuffle and cut and pull a card for me.
Right. I know that. I figured you were just doing it for me first.
My fate is in my message from Spirit is in your hands, Mr. O.
Where's my Cthulhu deck?
Ah.
I don't have a Cthulhu deck.
It's not that type of show.
I don't have a
Mr.
Cthulhu
O.
deck, so it's okay.
Save it for your goth tarot. What you got for me? Oh, well,
Knight of
ba-ba-boom.
Cups. Knight of Cups. Spirit says, be open to the overtures of love that may be coming your way.
So,
Spirit says,
it's a
be
long
ready.
weekend, Mr. O.
Spirit says, be ready for love.
It's the coming and going of emotional joy or happiness. So
We don't want it to go.
we don't want it to go, and I feel like it is coming. And look at those flowers. You getting me some flowers this weekend?
Yeah. I'll pick them right out from in back.
What a nice card for me. Let's see if I can reciprocate. Sonny, you want to pick the card?
So once again, just a reminder, you can catch us tomorrow on our regular live stream from 2 to 4. We give more detailed readings for maybe more specific questions. We're also on Thursdays, 7 to 9. Tomorrow morning, we're live in our chat room for this pre-recorded show, Banshee's Material Matters. So
Right, I'm always in the chat, so you can come and chat with me.
have some coffee with us.
Oh, you almost fell there. Be careful. He almost took down the set.
Ah! All right, what you got for me, Banshee?
Well, for Mr. O. Oh, Mr. O.
Oh,
I've got the Four of Swords.
hold on.
But look at that card. You just need more rest, and I'm going to make sure you get it, Mr. O.
You don't say that some evenings.
But,
No
there's...
other comment will be made.
And it's really funny because Mr. O is on, he only works part-time, but he's got 5 days in a row off. This is day 2 of 5. And so he's still got plenty of time for rest and relaxation and recuperation. So this is a time to replenish yourself and restore and refresh, Spirit says. Take this opportunity. It's also maybe indicating to go within, spend some time in meditation and in that quiet stillness, Mr. O.
Maybe I'll make you an egg and a nest tomorrow.
So when I look at that, I see that here. And also, is that a heart?
Yes, it is.
That is a heart there. So, it also indicates that it is just, it will make you stronger emotionally and that maybe you just need this time to heal yourself and your emotions as well.
Thanks, YOLO. I appreciate that.
So that's what I have for you, a nest.
Indeed.
Wow. All right. So we are almost on time with our show, finishing on schedule.
And just remind everybody that a lot of people have helped us get here, including our son, who is our producer, our original producer, but also our daughter-in-law and our granddaughter have contributed art and things. So I have that on the screen.
And what's not on the screen is we'd also like to thank Mama T for this great backdrop she got us.
That's true.
Which is really, really awesome. And other things that she has done.
We are going to be appearing live for the first time as TFT. We've read cards for years separately, but now we're going to read at the...
As a team.
As a team at the Detroit Witches Ball, which is kind of a gala event in Detroit.
For Halloween.
October 23rd. And we will proudly have this backdrop with us for that.
All right. So, I guess that concludes today's show.
Yolo, we did give you a reading. It was the last one before our own, so if you can back up the tape, you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
We pulled a bottom card for you, too. We had the Seven of Swords, and we had the Three of Swords. So try to go backwards to catch that.
Yep, it was just a moment ago because you were the last person we...
Right, you are our last
readings. Right before the readings we did for us, we did yours.
So I hope you can get back for that.
So do check that out, and we will see you all for our regularly scheduled show tomorrow, hopefully. Do join us, and thanks for coming today, and have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.